Alright guys, your boy It's Joke, and the title of this video is, it is true, but it's a little biased slash prejudiced, I guess you could say, because I have not read a whole lot of webtoons or manhwa or anything like that, or webcomics in general. Like, I can probably count on both hands how many I've read. However, I read like a couple, like six of them or something like that, or like five, and they were all ass. And so I pretty much had a bias against them. Anytime I see something, I see it's a manhwa or a webtoon, I just instinctively get turned away, and I just I don't even give it a chance. I'm not gonna lie, I don't give it a chance. But this actually don't even know if this is a manhwa or if this is, I don't know the difference between them, so I'm just gonna call it all of it. I'm just gonna call it a web comic because that's what it's actually titled as. It's titled as, well, it's not titled, but it's it's labeled as a web comic here in the format for it. But I'm gonna be talking about I Only Want to Beat You because this is actually I'm just gonna call it a webtoon. I apologize if it's wrong, but I'm gonna just call it a webtoon. I Only Want to Beat You is my favorite webtoon that I've read because I actually think it's very good. Out of all of them I read, which isn't a lot, this one is very enjoyable. So basically the premise is simple. This guy, his name is Lee Gigo. Also, I'm gonna butcher these names because I believe this is Korean. I could be wrong, but I believe it's Korean. And Lee Gigo, he hates losing. He only be winning and like his stomach be hurting and stuff like that as he loses. And then he obviously meets her name's Oroji. Yeah, Oroji. He meets her, and it's very very funny because it's just like, it's basically a slice of life comedy romance and stuff like that, which is great. It's very wholesome. It's very chill. No real drama or anything like that. You get into like a little bit of it, but it's not bad. It's very good. The art is nice. It's full color too. So that's one of the good things one of the positives about what's it called, webtoons and stuff like that, is that they're in color. So that's a bonus. The artwork looks good and everything throughout all the chapters. And right now there's currently 164 chapters. And I started reading this way back when like only the fourth chapter had been posted on MangaDex. So I've been reading this for a long time. It's not like I just barely picked it up. I've been keeping up, and at 164 chapters, I'm pretty convinced. Like, yeah, this is a good series, bro. Like, definitely check it out for sure. This is just pretty much all fluff, and as far as the romance goes in terms of developing, it develops pretty well. You get very good chemistry between the characters and stuff like that. The romance, I'm not gonna lie, a little like towards the end, because this series is still ongoing, by the way. The last chapter just came out yesterday, but it does get just a little bit cringy, but not in a bad way. Not cringy as in like it makes me want to stop reading, but like as in I get secondhand embarrassment from reading these chapters or from reading some of the dialogue. But it's really not that bad. I think because obviously I'm still reading. It's very good. The characters, they don't have much in terms of the side characters. They have a bit of the side characters and stuff like that, but they really do be focusing in on the two mains, and I think that's one of my favorite things because I be looking forward to what's it called, the chemistry between the mains, and so the fact that they get a lot of attention is great. They have a trope, a big trope that what's it called, and I'm not gonna spoil it, no spoilers, but they have a trope that I personally really dislike. I hate this trope. Like, I would really like not seeing it. But they have it in here. But it was actually handled pretty well, And I'm getting a phone call, so give me a moment. The trope is handled really well, and I actually think they did a good job with it. And that's crazy because it is something that I heavily dislike. So seeing it, like, being handled the way it was, I was very pleasantly surprised. And yeah, there's really not much more to say about this. I really hope you check it out because I am prejudiced against webtoons, but if anything changes my mind, it's this. It's got a 9.07 star rating on MangaDex, and you know how I feel about those. Usually are very good if you're at a 9 or above. It's usually very good, and it's like a 99% success rate. And this is no different. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Goodbye.